Concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And a long run there in the end to top it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Powell on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Falcons take over first.
Matt Ryan, the longtime Falcon, a veteran who's been in the league since 2008, ready to guide this Atlanta offense.
And you know how they say it's not about the money? Sometimes it is about the money. Matt Ryan is going to average $30 million in salary per year now as one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL, and he more than deserves it. The NFL's MVP in 2016.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And 7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On 4th down, the Falcons send out Sterling Hoffrichter to punt. Fielded at the 20. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Second down at 5. From the gun, Smith looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 44. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And a give this time to the tailback. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Second and 11. They'll try the air now with Smith. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Smith. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now Smith on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
It's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Ryan. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a little spin cycle, room to run now. A good return there, 17 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting. That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Smith. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
He'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the gun, Smith. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Smith, and he finds McLaurin. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Washington.
The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Again, the ball carrier.
They're making a real 1st quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Smith. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Steven Sims Jr. there to make the grab. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Powell on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah,
and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
56. Mike, 56, right there.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
Jonathan Allen.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
4-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
The ball carried by number 27.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
9-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. That's the end of the first quarter.
21-0 our score after 1.
Falcons, nothing.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. From the gun, Smith. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Washington on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Getting set to go again on offense. We get a peek at Julio Jones now. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and set them down.
The Falcons on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Smith. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On first down, Smith. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That's a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Smith is going to find his running back. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Again, Smith. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Smith. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
23-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
And now let's discuss Julio Jones. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter. They're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's two sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
56, the mic, boys, 56.
They go play action with Ryan. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Now Ryan completes this short throw to Stocker. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Mike 56.
Play action, Ryan. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Jonathan Allen able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Operating from the gun, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a draw play for Gurley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
56. Mike, 56, right there.
From the gun, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
First down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Play action. It's Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
To Todd Gurley.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage?
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own.
Alex Smith and the offense heading out for their next possession. They've sort of epitomized balance. I mean, he's thrown the ball pretty well. They've run the ball well. Got to be pretty happy over on that sideline.
Takes a lot of pressure off, doesn't it? As much as those guys back there want to throw the ball around and be the focal point, when you're able to run it well and hold the defense back from their pass rush, it allows you to throw it as well as we're seeing so far in this game.
Yeah, now they'll be looking to add to their lead here in the second quarter.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second down at 4.
That's trash. That's trash. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Let's go, D. Let's go.
To throw is Smith. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Washington on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
45. Mike, 45.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Open man here. Sims complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
The throw taken in by Sims. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Coming to you, coming to you.
From the red zone now, Smith. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Logan Thomas with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. It's player spotlight time, and we focus that spotlight on the quarterback, Matt Ryan. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. 56. Mike. 50.
Ryan. And that is incomplete here.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
35. Falcons 3.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
She said she ain't trying to do it with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
Sterling Hoffrichter.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Washington will take
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one, maybe not the hard-fought battle many had hoped for. This has been blowout city thus far, but still more football to be played. Who knows what could happen? As we send you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's Powell on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, tight down. There you go. Mike 56, ready to go.
From the gun, Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage.
Pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And that will be incomplete.
Ryan's pass intended for Calvin Ridley. Incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The Falcons send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. They juked him. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. First possession of the second half now for Washington. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now this throw caught left side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
45, 45, Mike, 45, go! I'm coming for you.
Now a handoff looking right. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Smith on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a gain of 5.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, here's Smith. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
10 at the 11-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas there to make the grab. And this offense continues to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.